It just tripped me out though that like everybody starts falling in line. Hamas says they want to have a ceasefire. They talked to Putin already. Putin says he's down to do negotiations. All the shit that he was saying, it just started like falling in line. I think he's just being frustrated though with the school system, like the shit that they put on kids in the train like that. That shouldn't even be a thing they're even teaching. If you're telling them a man could be a woman, a woman could be a man, that's just biology.
Like forcing them to learn it young, and it shouldn't even be a part of the curriculum.
They were like, well, wouldn't you think it's nice it's a black woman? I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That'd be like a dream come true for a strong female president that was black.
I believe it, bro. But she has to have like
The
one that will come in.
qualifications.
She's a piece of
If
shit
she's about
anyway.
that shit, bro, hell yeah, I'd vote for a woman. Like it's nothing against like a woman.
What I said was, get rich and die trying.
What's up, y'all? This is the Grind and Prosper podcast after election edition. I was trying to wait to let everything simmer down because people was getting crazy. Now we're here. I said it's made it through the storm.
They still a little crazy. Shit.
Yeah,
Hey, you would have got our shit shot up.
yeah, for real. No, people were
Hey,
bitching and
this shit.
stuff, but I said it's cool. It happens to the best too. I say everybody takes a L. It's crazy because I was watching Joe Rogan and like, man, it's crazy because how podcasts and stuff really is different. Like than the news now. Like the podcast is the news now. So it's crazy because Joe Rogan was like a real liberal person, like real progressive, and they had him. Like the Democrats had him. They could have used him and really got votes that way because there's a lot of young kids like millennials and stuff, like the Gen X that are voted, and a lot of them said it was the vibe. They're like, man, it was the Joe Rogan podcast did it. They're like, it was the vibe. It was just the vibe of like JD Vance.
Yeah, 3 hours and shit too.
Yeah. They were joking and shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I watched the JD Vance ones, and he's like, dude, like, and he just starts talking like a normal person. And I was like,
he was cool.
I think a lot of us could relate to him the way his character is, because
I just think I think they all would have been good though. If anybody would have did a podcast like 3 hours just sitting talking like normal, like it's different than an interview and you're on Fox or CNN and you gotta like stay
it's like
like
a
perked
natural,
up. Yeah, it's not natural. You're
Yeah.
just perked up and fucking just you got like like a 30-minute window or less. They probably got them on there for 10 minutes or something just to talk to them.
it also does feel more real and authentic when they're on podcasts
Yeah.
instead of a news
It's their like
report.
almost like their actual opinion.
Because the news reporters, of course, you know, they're told what they can and cannot ask.
Yeah, that's true.
Nothing I'm sure is like that for a podcast, but to a certain extent, they know what they're going on there for, and it's to be more open and
And shit too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they just
he
don't
got
want
on
to
there
cancel.
too with because of his son too, Barron.
Yeah.
Like he said in the podcast, he was like, he told me, man, oh man, that's a serious podcast. That's a good one and shit. And that's what they were talking. Some people I seen on X, they were like, damn, this kid kind of, he kind of had a lot to do with that shit to tell him like, hey, yeah, Joe Rogan's the one you want to go to. Because I'm pretty sure he did do like 2 other ones, didn't he? With Theo,
he did
with
Theo Vaughn and then
somebody
Flagrant.
else.
Flagrant, like the guy from Flagrant. I forget what his name
maybe
is, but
Aiden Ross as well.
or Logan Paul too. I think either Logan Paul or Jake Paul, one of them, one of the brothers.
And so that one comedian guy too.
That's the one on Flagrant that I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's it.
He got his show canceled after he was doing a Netflix special, and after they did the Donald Trump interview, they canceled the shit in New York. But it's just Democrat. Like
Yeah.
that was my problem too with like the case, like how they were prosecuting him in New York. I was like, it's like super Democratic there. So I was like, man, they're prosecuting him where they hate him already,
Yeah.
and then they put a judge in that's a Democrat, and it's crazy though. Like now they're dropping everything. Like they're just prosecuting them everywhere now. Like all these cases are getting thrown out left and right. It's just like the FBI team that was put together, like the special team that was put together to investigate him. I forgot what it was for, but that guy he stopped his investigation. I think he already knows he's out of there.
Yeah, man, that's just crazy. And then just today, I think it was that the fucking New York said that they were gonna stop giving out fucking
the
food
vouchers,
stamps.
the vouchers for the migrants. I didn't even know that was happening.
I didn't either. I tripped out. I
You
heard
sounded
about it,
changing
but
a
I was
lot,
like,
too.
that's what motherfuckers are talking about when they say that shit. You know what I mean? Oh, they're giving money, and they was, bro, $350 a week.
But it's-
a week, bro.
It's
Like,
crazy though, isn't it
that
crazy?
shit tripped me out. I was like, what the fuck? You know how much that is a month? Like,
Yeah.
because they could just have a family. I mean, I hate to say it, like a family man. Oh yeah, come on, man, and then you just stay with me, and I'll take your fucking. I mean, shit, they eat it for free.
And there's people like
it's
right
New
here
York,
that can't
bro.
get it either. Yeah.
It's New York, dog. Like that place is a fucking hell. Fuck, I would hate to live there.
It just tripped me out though that like everybody starts falling in line though. Like after that, like they cut the vouchers. Then like Hamas says they wanna have a ceasefire. Okay, and then they talked to Putin already. Putin says he's down to do negotiations, and then Who else? They said like Steve Madden said they're gonna stop making like half of their shoes in China. Who else? Who's another one? Like all the shit that he was saying, pretty much it just started like falling in line because like that's what I think is like having someone that's they just got balls. It really lets their nuts hang. Like I feel like they weren't scared of that administration at all. They're like whatever, they do whatever the fuck they want. Like
They were. I mean, well, they were giving money away to fucking start some shit.
and
They're
like
giving you millions and shit. Like, I mean, another country.
right.
Like,
That's
Just
like
wild too, though.
it's just crazy to me how fast shit started happening. I was like, damn, he wasn't bullshit. And I was like, he was for real. I was like, all this shit like boom, 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 like 2-3 days later, like after the election.
yeah, and I mean, because it's shit. They don't want to get taxed on certain shit. Like to me, I'm like, man, what does this fool have on these guys? Like, this motherfucker got something on these.
Remember that
or he's just a
with
business.
the Chinese businessmen
But
and
like
all
they
that.
said, you know, the tariffs
Like how involved
we the consumer we pay, you know, the
Okay,
tariffs. Like
yeah.
that's how we end up paying because, of course, it just goes down the line. Like they're having to pay so much more for it to come in. So of course, what they're gonna do, they're going to add price to. They're going to jack
Hike
up
it
their
up,
price.
yep.
We're going to end up paying for it. That's how the tariffs would end up working. It's not a company's going to pay the taxes or no. We're eventually going to end up paying them because it's just going to trickle down. It's like, okay, well, we just raise our price.
Yeah,
We pay.
yeah.
But I think it's gonna work both ways because like we don't charge tariffs to like other European countries. And they put tariffs on all the our shit. Like that's what he was saying. Like how many American cars do you see in Germany?
Correct. That's
Like,
that's
none.
that's his way of saying no. Y'all gonna do it to us. We're gonna do it to y'all now.
Yeah, it's just fair. It's not nothing like
Because y'all been taking advantage. They take advantage of us or the government.
it's like
should we
weak
say.
policies and shit. That's what it is. Like no one putting their foot down.
Just like with the ports, you know, with the union, same thing. All those ports, the companies that are owned by foreign countries. So at the end of the day, they
is
don't
wild.
care. They're making all the money, and they don't care what the Americans are making.
Yeah.
And they don't care who it is. They're the ones making money. That's why they don't want to pay.
Yeah.
That's some of the oldest insurance. Is that shit? Is marine shit with the boats and all.
For real?
That. Yeah, that shit is crazy.
That's good money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I said it like they have certain rules. If they lose a load, like it's fucking covered by certain shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, fucking. I was in China. Even China too is like hell yeah. Like
It is
Jinping's
weird how like they're
yeah,
supposed to be
like,
such
oh,
an
yeah.
enemy, and then like they play a big
Well,
part. Like, no
'cause-
one wants to fuck with
because they
them
know
either.
this fool's
No.
gonna do something
Well,
that's
because
gonna
they
tax
know
their
they
ass.
know stuff we don't know as far
Yeah,
as
like no one, they don't want to touch them, but they're supposed to be like one of the biggest enemies up there with Russia and North Korea. But
No, bro. But they are though. It's because like their fucking currency is like super undervalued and shit. Like the yen compared to the U.S. dollar is like a million yen is like $158,000.
that's crazy.
So fucking they're winning already like that, and then they got like fucking slave labor. They got forced labor. They're communists, so nobody gets to pick where the fuck they want to work. And we're making iPhones over there, and fucking everybody has a fucking iPhone. Like I think it's like 50-60% of people have iPhones. Yeah. So there's only two cell phone companies, like main ones, like the Android and fucking Apple. You can't buy any other fucking phones. So they don't let Chinese phones in the market anyways, but to me, it's just, I don't know. I feel like a whole bunch of shit will start changing, but the thing that I wanted to see is like the people that he got with him, like Elon Musk and like RFK. I think a lot of people voted for him because of that too.
you expect good. You
Yeah,
expect
like
major
that-
things.
like the vaccine shit, like putting more information out. Like I didn't know about the mercury thing and vaccines. I didn't know that. And like autism, like it's weird. Like doing actual studies to see what's really going on, because all these companies are making money, so nobody's gonna stop and be like, hey. Let's see why this is happening.
A lot of that shit's
and
connected.
that seems like
man.
it's being diagnosed a lot lately, more and more.
Yeah, it's
It's linked. It got to be linked to
It's
something.
common
Yeah,
sense.
whether it's
bro.
a food
It's
additive
common
or
sense
anything.
to look at it. How many kids these days are diagnosed quickly with ADHD or some type of
Asperger's,
disorder
all
because
types
Yeah,
of shit.
and that's his thing.
and it comes back. It trickles down to the processed foods and
Stuff in the water, all
Yeah, the
types of
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
They
that's
put,
what
like
stuff,
RFK's
even in
talking
cleaners,
about.
all that shit.
Like dyes. He's saying dyes, fluoride in the water.
Fluorides in our
Or
water.
They said there was some
drinking
shit.
water and shit.
Like I watched the video.
even that from the pesticides that they spread the wheat fields
cleaning
and corn
shit with
and everything
bleach,
with.
leaves residue and shit. They say,
They say
like,
wheat corn is the main ingredients for everything that they use in all the foods, all the processed stuff.
They said all those pesticides and shit, the chemicals they use on our food, it's illegal in Europe. But then the European people sell it to us. We put it on our food and we eat it. So it's
because they know they can make $1 off of us.
They're like, well,
so
shit, if y'all really want this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I
That's
mean, we
exactly
wouldn't
what it is.
advise it.
yeah,
but
that's what they're saying. Like, fuck you. They're like, if y'all are gonna use it, they're like, that's on y'all. They're like, we're like,
Yeah, but we don't use that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
It's right when it's harvest. The wheat right when it's harvest is sprayed. So, I mean, that's fresh to us. By the time we get it, it's close to fresh because they're picking it and it's sprayed. Or just
it's like, have you ever
fresh.
shopped at like Aldi's before?
Yeah.
You notice that the food goes bad faster there, and the dates are the fucking expiration dates. If they put all these fucking preservatives in all our food, and Aldi's is German, so that's why all their food is fucking like it expires fast.
Aldi. Yeah.
But it's all for fucking.
never knew that.
It's all for profit though, because it rots. If all of our shit rotted on the shelf, it's just so it lasts way longer. So it's just like I don't know.
They put wax on apples and shit and all types of different
yeah.
citric acid and everything.
Spray that shit. They
But
spray
yeah,
potatoes.
That's
and
a
shit
good thing.
sometimes.
So I say we'll see
So
what's
everybody go to
to
Aldi's.
come of it because a lot of talk could be done right now. We'll just see if something actually gets
Well, the
done.
only thing that I think that could really can
Because it's gonna
happen.
take longer than 4 years to actually clean.
No,
Oh,
he has,
fuck.
but the thing is, he has right now to do it because he got 2 years. So all these guys in because they stagger, you know, the Senate and the House, they're gonna vote again to start putting new people in. But right now he has the Senate, he has the House, he has the fucking judges, he has everything he needs to make everything happen. And all of these people that are really making all this shit happen are the bureaucracy people, like the FDA, EPA. Like that's what Elon Musk was talking about. It's hard as fuck to even do the space program, the SpaceX shit, because they're like, well, you need to calculate what's the likeliness of you hitting a shark in the fucking ocean if that missile comes down and falls in the ocean. And they're like, well, fuck, I guess we'll figure it out. Then they figured it out, and they're like, well,
We'll send
what
money
about?
to the
They're like,
Sharks family.
they're like, well, no. What about a whale now? They're like, well, now find the whale. They're like, okay, you got to find the population of whales and see that. And then they just try to fuck them too. Like they're like, you're not hiring asylum seekers, but they're a fucking defense company pretty much because those missiles could be used against us if someone else gets the technology. So they're not allowed to hire anyone unless they're fucking a permanent resident of the U.S. So how the fuck are they gonna hire an asylum seeker? So it's like they're fucking them either way. Like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But that's what I think was a big ass part of the election too. Like that was my main thing whenever I was telling people that I was voting for Trump was like the fucking censorship. Like that to me like is what really got me and bothered me the most was like once like for real like once I got on X, remember I told you I was like man because I started hearing it like little by little by little because I started hearing the story when he bought it. They're like he's like okay it's way overvalued. Then he was like they were like well he's a dumbass. They're like it's fucking he's in the red like he's not making any money. He's going negative on fucking Twitter. Yeah. And then like it was literally just so that way people would have freedom of speech because he knew about what was already happening there and like them banning accounts and they're fucking like they banned Trump like who the fuck is his name the crazy ass dude fucking Alex Jones.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like people like Alex
I forgot
Jones.
about that dude.
Like to me like I don't give a fuck like even if it's real it's fake like let me decide like and I like how they do it now like they'll say well they'll give the context, the context to the fucking clip. Like they won't just give you a clip and just be like, oh, because they try to put a clip out there like the Mexican president denounced Trump's winning of the election. Yeah. And then on the bottom of it said, okay, but later on, she said she wanted to wait for counts to come, like better counts to come, and then later on that day she congratulated him on his victory.
Yeah, she got to too.
But another thing too, I forgot they said is that they said Mexico stopped the fucking wave of migrants that was coming. They said they tried to do like a big ass one. They said they stopped it, but I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, I don't know how true that they stopped it. They are said that they will work with our government to receive the people the migrants that are returned when Trump does that.
The majority ain't even Mexican.
That's what I'm saying.
Majority of them.
Well, no, but they're talking about Mexicans though. Like you know, not residents from Mexico, not from other places.
Yeah. See, that'd have to be something too that they work with them because
they're gonna have to fly.
They're just gonna be at the
The
border
Mexican
again.
government came out and said that they're willing to work with them to set up a way
to get their ass
to instead of just how they did last time because y'all remember last time man the hard part about that is the camps.
Oh yeah, they're trying to say the camps,
like
and
the kids and all that.
They were sleeping with 10
I mean, that's just like I said, bro. That's just the inhumane shit that they.
It looked like the annex.
Hey, that guy was fucking gangster as fuck though. They're like, how can you stop the separation of families? He's like, we can deport whole families together.
Yeah, and they're at the end of the day, they're being for real. Like that's their plan with with trying to take the citizenship away from people that.
Yeah, because to me it's like either way. Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to leave your kid in foster care, or something in the U.S. and like have someone else raising your kid, or do you just want to just say fuck it, like we gotta go and like let's figure it out? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like later on, let's just figure it out, see what we could do. And like I said, I don't even know if it works like that. If they can even come back once you get like a legal reentry, or the way they say illegal reentry means they already caught them once.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they'll work with them again, just as long as you're not violent or anything.
Yeah, they'll tell you no if you fucking already fucked up once and they caught you
broke
already.
the law.
Yeah, they're like, I think in some cases they can
like
fucking,
you again.
Yeah, they could tell you like, all right, you're grounded for so and so.
Oh yeah,
time.
to wait so long to even try again.
Yeah, so you'll be fucked pretty much.
But eventually they could take it away all the way, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah, they can give you some jail time and shit. You have to serve that shit in America, and then they send your ass back. That would suck like a motherfucker.
They send you to federal prison. You're illegal. You used to get sent to federal prison
Like,
for the
God
reentry.
damn it.
Fuck.
Then go back home. You're like, I'm back, y'all.
Hey, that reminds me of someone I ran into at Walmart.
Nah, fuck it.
And,
yeah?
and when
What's this?
when all that stuff
He
comes
knows.
down to it, man, it's gonna be ICE controlling all that. You know, it's not gonna be like your local law enforcement. It's just gonna be arresting people, pulling people over. But
Border Patrol's gonna be hot as fuck.
they say how it works.
On
So
border
ICE
towns.
ICE keeps tabs on people that are locked up first. You know, the ones that are gonna be getting out. They have detainers on them, or they know they're supposed to be deported. As soon as they get out, they keep tabs on them, and those are the first ones that they try to
Like
send
get
back.
rid of.
Yeah, then trickles down to but they will go through every state. They say every city, just through the database and filing people to deport.
Yeah, that's what they say. Because I think my friend was like, man, he's like, they're gonna, they got to let me go if they don't come and get me within like 48 hours or something. They give them like maybe 2 or 3 days to come get them, and then if not, then they let them free again. But if not, then they got their ass. But he got deported. So, but I don't know. I just felt they still. I like that's what I tell people too. Is I don't agree with everything like all the way. Like
Yeah, you never are. You
Yeah.
can't be 100% agree with what a candidate has to offer. I mean, shit, at all.
That's what happened. Though, people went too far right and too far left too. Like people just take everything so literal and they're not.
yeah, to me that's what.
Well, because Trump's just treating everything as a business, as a
Yeah.
big corporation. You know.
Yeah, it tripped me out, like, the
he's
way
trying
people
to cut
flip.
out. It's like he's trying to, at the end of the day, cut out everything that he sees as a waste of money. At the end of the day, like where he's spending all his money, where he's wasting
He's
all his
really
money.
doing it like that.
That's the way he's
Yeah.
doing it. If you look at it that way, it makes sense to you. It's like with the teachers, with the. Like the teachers are gonna have it bad now too.
Oh, I seen something like that. I saw everybody
Why?
talking
What
about
happened
that.
with the
They're
teachers?
they're like special needs kids
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
special needs kids, like lunch is going to be, probably more because state of Texas, like they get free lunch. A lot of kids get free lunch, and that's going to be harder for kids to get free lunch, and the certain classes they're going to cut back on teachers. Certain classes, because Abbott came out and said too, he has all the people that he needs now to pass the law that he wants to pass. That
Well, he wants the one that I was telling y'all about before, where you can go and get the funds
for private school.
Yeah, for your kid.
For private school, and they say
They will give it to you.
It's pretty much going to take away from public schools. When
Well, it's because like I think he's just like being frustrated though with the school system, like the shit that they put on kids, like to learn, like what they're actually teaching there in the trans shit like that. That shouldn't even be a fucking thing they're even teaching, or even to even be sensitive to. Like I said, if they're really trying to teach real like academia and shit, like it's just that's biology. Like you're fucking already like fucking up at their foundation.
Yeah.
They're like, if you're telling them a man could be a woman and woman could be a man, that's just biology. So you're already fucking a kid up. Will there be like, well, in some cases, like you know what I'm saying? You're already
teach them how to write and do math.
because
first.
I never
Just
knew
tell them
that.
the XY
shit.
chromosome shit.
Like-
Just say that. Just say what the chromosomes is, bro. Explain to me,
Bro,
You
like-
know what I'm saying? Well, it's the truth though, bro.
But I mean, like
It's-
they're forcing them to learn it young, and it shouldn't even be a part of the curriculum.
yeah, that's one thing I hope that motherfucker says he gonna do too, is stop all that bullshit. Like, man, yeah, bro, like
Like the restrooms.
just
and
teach them
shit.
what they need to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of this extra shit. Like, that's too much, bro. Like, they need to grow up and you know what I'm saying, live that
See
shit
it for
themselves,
themselves.
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, live it for
Well,
yourself.
we're
Like,
canceled, fellas.
you know, like shit.
No, I really hope
Yeah,
this
it's true,
fucking
though.
censorship shit really like stops, because like just like even videos like
Trump is doing that also. He's gonna make it to where it's gonna be male and female only.
Oh yeah, that's
Like,
right.
there's-
Yep.
There ain't gonna be
How
no
it should-
I
how
fuck
it
with
should
it.
be,
I
yeah.
fuck with
I
it.
mean, I don't even just remember that happening as a kid or something. They're just like
The
even
transition.
Yeah, even if it's just like you're gay, like you know what I'm saying, fuck
yeah,
it, whatever.
Like, okay, cool.
But like
or like drag queens and shit. Like,
Yeah,
it wasn't
then
like,
yeah,
but
like
it wasn't
drag-
just
drag wasn't like a fucking big deal.
and those people just did it because that's what they were proud to do. They didn't force it on everybody. Like,
yeah,
they knew what they
it
were.
was
and
for
they just
entertainment.
yeah,
purposes,
that's
pretty
just
much.
that's just what they wanted to do.
It's fun, and I'm not meaning this just in a judgmental way, but it's funny because earlier I was watching someone Snapchat, and they have pep rallies today, I guess, and I seen one of the schools has a male cheerleader. I was like, damn. I was like, I ain't seen a male cheerleader since not when I was in high school, but it was right before I started going to high school. There was always male cheerleaders. I think with your sisters, they used to be male cheerleaders, and it was 4 or 5 of them all the time. I remember, but
Yeah.
you
They said
never
for the
seen
Regular,
that.
yeah, there was
For
just
the big
regular,
girls.
yeah.
Like I
the
don't
strong
remember.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, you don't ever
Even in
remember
college,
seeing that. Saying
Yeah.
for a while, like especially here.
They said they made equal opportunity for real.
But
then.
like
now
That's
they're
like
on the
the
top
big
of
girl.
the.
now they
cheerleader.
have a stereotype. People think that like they're gay, but like some of them
Yeah,
really
no,
weren't.
they
They were
weren't.
Yeah,
they
they-
were cool.
they-
Like
they're
they
not
were
like
like
the
You gotta be at the
Muslims.
bottom of the pyramid.
But now the men are at the top of the pyramid. They all heavy
Hey, yeah,
as-
equal
all heavy as
opportunity and
shit.
shit.
Bro.
Like, what the fuck?
There was,
come
some,
on,
there was some
Brad.
shit like that, like a female pool tournament where 2 males
Yeah,
ended
dog.
well, it was two trans ended up playing each other, and they fucking I don't know. That shit's just ridiculous. So like that shit takes the competitiveness out of it and shit. Like, what's the fucking point really? Like in competing if you're not gonna compete like in someone the same as you.
Right.
And you got a fucking dude that sucked in fucking in like male sports, and now he's going to female sports and dominating, like whooping the shit
He's like,
out of him.
bitch.
Well, yeah, that's
Like
like, the
wrestling and shit.
Olympic boxing chick. Like,
The Italian lady.
yeah, like they
Or the
showed
guy.
a video of her going to vote, like in her country and shit. And they're like, bro, that looked like a fucking dude, man.
Well, they-
Like,
I
I was
thought
looking
they-
like, dude, this is a fucking guy. Like, swear to God, bro. And then
That's what
everybody's
they're
saying,
saying.
they're like, no, this really is like. The shit came back and they fucking did. I guess somehow they did the whole thing, to figure out if he was a male or female. And they said, man, that's a fucking dude. The Olympics just, didn't want it
'Cause
to
they
be
even
like a
said she
big
hit hard
deal.
as
Like,
fuck.
Yeah, but because you know what? That's what this
fucking
guy's
weird,
This
bro.
guy's name's God Saw. He's like what the hell was he? He was a professor like at a university, but that's his main thing is like the woke ideas are just like fucking people up. And people get canceled. That's what I'm saying for shit like that. Like it's crazy. This shit's just ridiculous. Like over shit that's real. Like it's just actual fact, and people just to keep from hurt feelings that they'll cancel someone,
yeah.
ruin someone's whole career. Like that shit is just ridiculous. Just making another victim. Like that's to me
Yeah.
all it is. Like
Yeah,
first,
I
like,
just think it's beautiful when people get caught up like hiding behind a keyboard on some like racist shit or something like that. I mean, freedom of speech, but everything has a consequence.
shit. It don't even matter. Like fuck it. Like
It's
like
just
what is it
funny
gonna
why-
do? Like what the
yeah.
fuck is it gonna do? Kill me? Like it's not gonna
Nah,
fucking
not at
kill
all.
me.
But I'm
That's
saying
what
to me,
saying.
it's
That's what the problem is to me though, is because they'll cancel someone
Yeah.
because they got their fucking feelings hurt. But like other motherfuckers before, like had their feelings hurt way worse. Like a
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Some
Like,
people
the
find
fuck?
humor in it too. Like they could just laugh it off or.
Yeah, motherfuckers can't say certain words because you get looked at or get
You know what's
canceled.
crazy, bro? Is even like the LGBT or whatever, and then there's gay people that don't even like that. Like there's
No, for
people
real.
just finding stuff to argue about.
No, that's
You know
what they
I'm
said.
saying?
They
It's
said-
them
That's
that-
what JD was talking about. He was
Yeah,
like, man,
they
they
just
just want to be
left
left
the fuck
alone.
alone.
Yeah, now y'all
and they are.
Y'all
They're like,
put a
shit,
negative
what the
spotlight
fuck?
on people
Like,
that have been doing it for years that learn not
But
to let
that's
people's
just-
judgment bother them and shit.
That's just like your average kind of just people that are like that opportunists.
the
They
Yugo
exploit.
players.
They're going to exploit a situation or people to gain money or profit from
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they were talking about too. Is that
Just like the Black Lives Matter, it's the same thing. Like
yeah.
So a lot of people like y'all
That was a
causing
scam.
problems.
It's like a motherfucker.
Yeah, like they're all
They're the
scamming. That's
biggest
all it
scammers
is.
ever, bro.
No, they
Like,
said
that
they
shit
said the
was fucked
fucking
up.
the trans shit is happening more amongst like wealthy like individuals and shit that are living like good. You know what I mean? Like, but they just want to be a part of the fucking like the struggle, kind of like, oh well, my kid is one
Hey,
of them. Like,
like
you know what I
Magic
mean?
Johnson's son is big as fuck. Say that's my dog.
Because like, when have you ever seen? I really don't know too many fucking
You're
people
right,
that are
though.
poor that fucking got a trans kid. Like, they be like, motherfucker,
It is
like,
probably
we're-
like this,
they're,
bro.
like, motherfucker, we're already poor, and you're really gonna fucking have us looking crazy.
out of
Like,
all the money you could have
for
spent,
real.
you went and bought tents.
Yeah.
We
Like,
need
bro.
fucking food.
It's just like motherfuckers got too much money and too much time on their hands
Yeah,
and
so
just
like,
want
what
to
do y'all
fuck
need
it.
to
I'll pay for
decide-
the surgery. Don't
Then
worry.
that's why them type They wait till like 18, 20 when they're on their own and they have to pay for it
Yeah,
themselves.
and they're like, fuck it. They're like, I
They
did
tell
it.
their kids like, one of y'all better find out which one of y'all want to transition.
You know what I'm
'cause
saying?
we get
The
paid.
rich people where they can have their parents do for them, they try to do it at 12 years old, 13 years old, and their parents get
And
paid
what if
for
they
that
change
shit.
their mind later and their body's already
Bro,
manipulated?
that's the fucking problem. That's another thing is that they got the
What if
fucking
the-
hormone blockers for kids, and they're like, they don't let a kid get a tattoo when they're a fucking minor.
Yeah,
You know what I
why-
mean? Like, so why the fuck are you gonna give them hormone blockers? Because they can't even fucking
Their shit ain't even
comprehend in
done
their fucking
developing.
mind if they want to
Hell
fucking be a
nah,
boy or a
bro.
girl or
Yeah.
not. Like, they're just doing what the fuck they see on TV, or like they're confused.
Yeah, or they say they're like they don't know better, they're experimenting or whatever, and then they're like, this shit's gay as hell.
That shit just like opens doors for weird shit, bro. Like
And then what if
real
they-
weird shit, meaning like fucking pedophilia shit, bro. To
Yeah.
me, that's what I see it. It's like, bro, you open the door to that and you allow it to be like, oh, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's
normalized.
cool, you know? And then now you're trying to normalize you start normalizing other shit. And they can be like, well, no, we're not. Motherfucker, like,
Yeah.
do you know how a fucking kid's mind is like so
And then what
fucking
if they
like a
stop taking that
sponge?
shit? They'll never
Bro.
come back to normal. Their brain is already gonna be fucked up.
A kid's mind is like a sponge, dog. So it's like they're gonna fucking you know, whatever you give it, bro, they're gonna soak that shit in. Well,
Man, but I don't know. Like, I think people do really need to work together though. Like, it's the shit. It is funny. It's funny and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
But it's really
to see
serious
all the
though.
stuff. But yeah, it's like serious. Like, people really do got to work
It's almost
together
a
to
form of
fix the
child
shit.
abuse.
Because like you gotta fucking meet in the fucking middle. It's like people get fucking just so spread out. Like, it's like the truth is right here in the
Yeah.
fucking middle, and people just spread out from it.
They're
So it's
like,
like it's like everybody needs just like to wipe a clean slate and fucking be like, okay, well, like let's just get back to the truth real quick, and then
Can
we'll
you just
go
go back to your own restrooms, please?
it's hard, man. People
yes.
are just fucking stuck on that. I was even watching videos on X. People were talking about, I hope all you fucking Trump supporters die, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how crazy it is to me. I mean, to watch videos, and it's multiple people, and I'm like,
And it's crazy
bro,
though.
that shit
And
is
it's like-
wild. Like,
But
you're
I wasn't even like
mentally ill.
I was
like,
never a Trump
to be
supporter
doing
though or
that
anything
shit.
like that. Like we've been talking about it like little by little by little by little by little. And I'm like whenever I first started, I was like, okay, well, you know what I mean? Like I know like my mom came here illegal and stuff, and like I know she became legal. So like to me,
Snitch.
I was more like a Democrat. So I was just like, okay, well, like I do think like they should help poor people out. But then like whenever I started working, making my own money, then I'm like, well, shit, why the fuck, like, do I want to be paying taxes in, like, for these
'Cause I gotta
people?
work for this shit.
And I'm like, man, these other people I know, like, they're sitting kicking it, like, like they don't
Everything
even give a
goes up.
fuck, and I give a fuck, like, you know what I mean? Like, I care, like, I care about my future, and I care about my kids' future, so I'm just like, and then like the more you see it, it's just like you see that they're using them people up, and you see all those same people in that same cycle, like over and over and over, like, okay, they go from fucking free housing and fucking all the benefits and stuff, and then it just passes on to their kids and then their grandkids, and it's just like,
They're already used to
three-
it. Like, wow. Like,
yeah,
this,
it's like nothing normal. Like it's everything's normal. You know what I mean?
got,
They know it's
heating,
always gonna be there.
AC,
Yeah.
groceries.
So like to me,
People that
that's
come by and spray it for bugs.
that's my main thing. Is just like it's just fucking. It is just like flipped me. Like that's why I was just like it just like turned my whole perspective around. So it's just like I wasn't even a Trump supporter, and to see like people pissed off at you like just because you voted for
Yeah.
Trump is because
It's like
like
live your fucking life. Like it shouldn't want you
Yeah,
to
bro.
kill
you
people.
gotta have some fucking sense. Like you know what I mean? Like just,
Yeah.
you gotta sit and fucking think about it. Like a lot of people was like identity politics. They were like, well, wouldn't you think it's nice? It's a black woman. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. That'd be like a badass dream, you know what I'm saying? Like a dream come true, like for a badass, strong female president that was
hell
black
yeah.
to come in and fucking just dominate and fucking just
I
do
believe
her
it.
thing.
I believe it, bro. But she has to have like the
But the
one that will come in.
qualifications.
Yeah, she's a piece of
If
shit
she about
anyway.
that shit, bro, hell yeah, I'd vote for a woman. Like it's nothing against like a woman, like because some people think that's what the fuck it is. No,
Like,
it's,
honestly, I think
bro,
Michelle Obama is fucking next for real. Like I think Michelle Obama might
All right,
have it.
Michelle, you're up next.
But
Yeah,
you know,
you're-
she's educated and everything though, and she don't like.
Man,
what
because
Kamala was known for was
Obama
like
was.
her lies.
I
and
liked him. Like he spoke real good, like speeches and everything. Like he could
He
make
was
you
in the
feel
community,
it. Yeah,
fucking
he,
with people.
He'd pull up in the
The
field.
hood.
Yeah, in the hood. That's what I'm saying.
He
Like
didn't act too good.
He's like, I never lived in the hood, but I'll come up to the hood.
it's
looking
just
at-
he could talk and stuff and like
Nah,
just
but they
fucking
all
his
do that
speeches.
shit.
Hey, that's how I always remember
Yeah.
him like this with the speeches and with
he
his
did have
fucking
some good
hands.
speeches.
He was powerful with words.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And fucking, it's like, okay, well, that you could fucking believe in, like, oh, damn, like, this crazy, like, the first black president, like, he's really
He
running
made
shit.
it this far.
He
and
was
he's,
cool.
And he's talking about being
Then
for
had
the
swag
people.
and shit, too. Like, it was just cool. Like, that to me,
Yeah.
that's been the coolest president that there was. But it's fucked up because now that you see this, like, all the censorship goes away and you're like, he's lying for them too. You know what I'm saying?
He was fucked. He was doing
Yeah,
some
'cause they
fucked
put
shit
money
too.
behind them. They kind of got to pass shit like to keep their people happy too.
So it's like fucked up, bro. Like you see, like someone that was like a
They're
superhero
puppets.
kind of to you. Like you're like, damn, this motherfucker just like one of them. Like, but just
He played us.
yeah, like yeah, he played. Yeah, that's how you feel.
I feel
Played.
bamboozled.
Exactly,
Motherfucker.
And I think that's what happened with
I'm
a lot
confused.
of people. I think it happened to a lot of people. They feel like fucking
Yeah.
they've been used and fucking just
Well, that's
played.
how
I bet
I
Jeezy feels used.
Man,
Yeah,
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 the
yeah,
whole
that's
song.
how- man, that's how-
Man, I said I remember it too. Everybody's playing that shit.
It didn't matter what race you were.
They're like, it don't matter. They're like, my president's still black. He said the Lambo's still blue.
What the fuck you mean?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think really just I'm telling you, the censorship thing did just play a big ass part. But I really hope to boom now because of it. Hey, because some of the videos they'll be like the clips and stuff, they'll get a shitload of views like one day, and then the next day it'll be like 15. Just depending on the subject. And so I'm like, man, I said, come on
Nah,
now.
that's what I told them. I was like, man,
What
when
you
you get
gotta
an
do
X
like
account,
Yeah, I said, you playing me, man.
we're gonna have to upload it on X, man. Fuck the bullshit.
Yeah, I really do because, bro, you can really say whatever. Like I seen a motherfucker get his fingers
He's
blown
already
off.
tested
Or
it.
the
Man,
fucking
yeah,
LA
like
Dodgers,
Dodgers,
fucking,
bro,
that shit was
fucking fingers was dangling and shit.
Man,
I was like,
he was
what
leaking.
the?
Oh, the
Shit
Dodgers
was
game?
leaking,
No,
bro.
no.
after-
After the game, they
Yeah,
just
in the
fucking with
street.
fireworks. Said,
I didn't.
"Wow." He was like,
That shit was
fucking
fucking-
fingers were just like dangling
Yeah, it
everywhere.
was
I was like,
like-
what the
I seen the
fuck?
comments, but I didn't want to watch it. But they were like, "Why isn't nobody
Bro,
helping him?" I
it's-
guess he was screaming and shit. And
Well,
it
he's
was-
leaking. I mean, he should just wrap it up. I mean, that's all you can do.
That
Go to the
motherfucker's
hospital.
probably feeling woozy.
Yeah,
He was
he's
like,
freaking out because
Yeah. So when I had a banger,
some people
his
pass
head
out
was
and when they
gone.
see too much blood, they just fall out.
Man,
and then your
That's
shit
why-
just being blown off.
Hey,
Like,
I forgot too. There was another. They said the last election. They said there's like 20 million or 80 million votes missing.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, what if that was all
20
the dead
million
people
for the Democrat.
I was like, that might have been the dead people. Like
Yep.
they're over here asking for it. Like, where the fuck did these votes go? It's funny. I'm like, well, man, what if they go back and uncover it and say, well, these were all dead people.
Yeah.
They never fucking were here to vote. And they're like,
using
that's
the
why.
Social Securities and
That's
shit.
just that's what I hope they go back and look at.
They're gonna be able to. I mean,
And I don't give a fuck
because
Hey,
their names.
like I'm like
Right? They're
I'm,
gonna be like,
I'm
Them
for it that
names
it's
on
fair.
there.
Like if whoever the fuck cheated, because that is weird. Like where the fuck did all these votes go?
Yeah.
And like there on X, there was a guy saying like my aunt's been dead for 4 years now. And, like this is her fucking mail that she voted.
Yeah,
four
Hey,
times.
he's the one that did
if
it.
you have proof, fuck yeah, it's
Like,
on.
but he
It's
did
on.
it and then reversed
Even
it.
if it's one person, bro, too. Like, I mean, bro, that's still too much. Like to me,
Yeah.
I'm like, why the fuck would y'all send this to a dead person? Especially if you knew they've been.
Well, if
dead
there's
for
one,
months.
there's got to be like he said.
Yeah,
like,
a lot more.
Yeah, it got to automatically eliminate
filling
him or
it?
something like
Who's
like
filling this shit out?
right. And the fucking social
Weird.
security
It's gotta be
numbers and
body.
shit like that. Like man, you got to fucking start just crossing people off a list. Be like, all
Yeah.
right,
Yeah, they're
we
just
ain't paying no more social security on this one. They're like.
They're like, how long has he been dead?
They're like,
Oh,
well, we'll
that's
send them
okay,
later.
get
Still,
in.
they're like, they'll
They're
vote.
like, Tim, you ain't gonna believe this motherfucker been dead since 2004.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I'm like, man, I don't know, because unless Joe Biden was just running off Obama's team, because
Well, yeah, his team. You know, his team was helping
bro,
him out. Big
you
time.
see that shit?
Yeah,
how he
big
looked
time.
fucking just fine. They're saying
Joe
I
Biden's,
I saw
like,
a deal. They
happy.
said that him and his
That
wife
nigga's like-
voted for Trump. They think they
No.
said they don't know, but that'd be funny as fuck. He was like, all right. He said, now let's work together. He's like, I called the president and said that we're gonna help him transition into the White House, and I was like, wow,
Hey.
how the fuck?
And he comes back to normal and shit. Starts like, and he's like,
Bro.
what the fuck? And he's like, he's an actor and shit. He was
Bro,
acting the whole time.
on all his fucking
Probably.
speeches, he's like, and again, this is no joke. I'm serious. In all honesty. But this time I'm talking about he went through the whole fucking
Bro.
thing and he was like, and I congratulated the president on his victory.
This is a fucking sitcom, man. I swear.
I swear, hey, that's a fucking show for real. I was like, man,
Big time.
because I seen whenever him and Obama looked like he was getting on his ass and he's like, come on. He said, I want to fucking run. And he said, I still got it.
He's like, sit your ass down, yo. You,
For
don't, you
real.
can't do it.
At a funeral.
Hey.
At a funeral.
It's like Biden really didn't even give a fuck. He was just up there chilling. He's like, y'all chill out.
Bro, that's like they made him for real. They're
Yeah.
like, all right. They're like, no.
He's like, I'm tired. They're like,
Well,
get
bro,
back
I mean,
out.
they
Because nobody
kicked him
wanted her.
off. Yeah, he I mean, he's probably pissed off too, though.
Look,
Deep
see, this
down,
could
he's
be-
like,
Look, now y'all made me look stupid.
Hey, this could be a
Didn't let me-
conspiracy. Like,
Yeah,
what if
like-
they wanted to fucking? They knew he wasn't gonna win, so they were like, "Man, we need a black female president." They're like, but they're not gonna pick her in the primary. They're like, so this is the way to do
Indian-
it. They're like, show his decline. They're like, from all the way back here, we're gonna fucking show that he has
Man,
dementia,
yeah.
but not say it, and act like we've been hiding it, and we didn't really want her to run, but then have her run.
Speaking of politics too, I seen people saying that Trump needs to let out Dirk and shit, like how Kodak
Fuck no. You know another
Man, they
fucking
got too
dumbass
much
thing
evidence
that they
on his
did?
dumbass, bro.
Yeah, that shit is.
Man,
They
you
just
remember how they
got him.
traded the WNBA player for fucking
Yeah,
the
that
fucking, what do they call him,
Russian
the something
weapon,
of death? They call him the fucking merchant of death.
There you
Man,
go.
that motherfucker, they said he was back to work and selling arms to fucking
Yeah.
Iran and shit.
He's like, I wasn't that bad.
Hey,
man.
probably over here just like blowing blunts right back again. I'm like, man, I was
She's
like,
like, Russia
that was the
wasn't that
dumbest trade ever. Like,
yeah.
I'm,
The
that was
pen.
just a fucked up trade.
I would
Horrible
definitely
trade.
like I'm for. I don't like people being locked up and shit for sure. But I'm just like, damn, like
Nah, she
someone that's
fucked
gonna
up.
fucking like arm somebody against us that hates us, and for someone that smokes some
Yeah.
weed, like they knew what the fuck they were doing, smoking
Yeah.
some weed, like especially in Russia. Like I wouldn't even fuck around in
Hell
Russia.
no, like I
You hear about all
be
the
sober.
shit?
Yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't even look at
sober.
someone wrong.
No, to me, Russia knew what it was doing the whole time.
They're like, we got us a pawn.
Got him,
The Russia knew
They
what it
love
was doing the whole time.
sports.
and they
They
probably
knew what
asked
they
for that.
wanted and what they knew what they were gonna do from the beginning.
Man,
He said they knew.
that's just that was dumb. That was a dumbass trade. Like,
They knew that. I'm telling you,
And
man.
then that guy's over there probably telling them what it's like over here and giving them info and shit.
Heck yeah,
I wonder where he was locked up. You think they locked him up in Colorado?
Yeah.
Or do they have
Who?
I don't. And,
the 80X Florence? That's what it is,
Yeah,
Florence,
so the
Colorado.
Max.
Security.
Man,
That shit. That's where Chapo was at. They said
Yeah, they
I
put-
think they don't let his ass out.
Yeah, that's where he's gonna be at. Because that's the one you can't.
Hey,
Yeah, you don't-
they said he fired all his lawyers, but his the same lawyer is the lawyer for his son. But they said he fired them, and they're like he wants to appeal for ineffective counsel
Damn.
because he said he said ineffective counsel and that the conditions they had him under, he could never fucking meet with them or fucking like actually have any meaningful fucking talks with them to even prepare for court.
Yeah, so it wasn't even.
So we'll see.
Well, yeah, I read today that he was one that
Oh, that they had
helped
set it up.
cooperate. Yeah, set up the whole deal.
Man, I believe that for
Maybe
sure.
maybe that was part of him trying to get like, hey man, y'all need to get
Let me the
better
fuck out of here.
treatment.
Hey, he's just like,
see,
he's just like, I don't want to be
treatment.
locked up like this. He said, man, just put me. He said, just put me at the satellite camp. He said, I promise. He said, I'll go work at McDonald's. He
I'll be
said,
a good boy. He's like,
Hey, that's fucked up. No, but
Okay, I won't do it. To who?
what the fuck?
What
the
fuck?
Hey, bro, what the fuck you got going?
Fuck was
Whose
that?
phone was that?
That was yours.
Not mine.
That wasn't mine. It would have did it in my mind.
I don't even have Siri on my.
Look, this motherfucker's probably
This
got a girl. He said,
mother-
oh yeah, baby. She's like, fuck, 2 fingers. Oh, yeah, I won't do it.
Hey, you're dumb too. Like, hey, like we're sending freaky messages. Hey,
Hey,
you're sick. Come on, brother.
Yeah, I was like, my shit don't have Siri. I didn't even.
yeah, I turned
connect.
off on my phone because I used to fuck with my homeboys.
You had
Let
that
me-
shit on your-
Hey, I used to fuck with my
People
homeboys
will
like
say
that.
her name and then
Yeah,
it's
I'd be like,
what the
hey,
fuck?
I do it to my homeboys. I'd be like, hey, text mom, tell her I'm sorry. I just sucked some dick, but it'll be all right. I'll be back home later. And they're like, sin. And they're like, what the fuck? They're like, how the fuck y'all get in my phone? I'm like, I
Don't
never.
worry about it,
I
bro.
didn't do that.
Yeah, that's why I don't like Siri.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
why I
that
turned my
shit.
Siri off. I was like, fuck
That's
that.
weird.
I said, you know, one ain't giving my phone commands.
Take your cigarettes back.
Thanks,
Hey,
bro.
that shit tripped me out. So y'all scared the shit out of me.
No, but you pulled that shit out your ass.
No, but they said that
He's
the
just playing it
fucking
out, but it was his phone, right?
nah, I swear it
Uh,
wasn't.
Cause
Mine's all the way
Someone
over
being
there.
freaky as hell.
my Google
No,
and them
right
was
here not
on.
being
Hey, you the
touched.
freak,
Talking to me.
bro. My
That
shit.
bitch know better.
All the shit we're talking about, probably the motherfucking shits.
They were like, fuck, we got him.
Hey, and I'm like,
Nope.
hey, they heard us. Nah.
They said that. I think the U.S. had something to do with it too, though. Bringing MI over because they still ain't gave up the pilot who brought him. Nobody knows the name
Man,
or
but
nothing.
A lot of them people be
Yeah, that's a
informants and
big
shit too. Anyway.
fucking coincidence. They're like, and I don't think he got locked up neither.
They're like, who can you tell
Yeah,
on?
like they just told the public that.
They were just like, it was just an agent the whole time.
Yeah,
it was a fucking
yeah.
CIA agent,
Yeah.
and he's just like, just walks off.
That's it.
Or a lookalike.
So at Chapo and the U.S. government, the ones that worked that whole deal for that model get set up.
Yeah, and they
bro.
said his son is already fucking. The fuck is he at? I think what is he in Chicago? One's in Chicago and the other in New York or something. Yeah, damn. He said I'm really feeling those. He said,
Hey, these zins are hitting.
hey, we need them for real. You see
Hey,
them
like
on
Kodak
Joe Rogan
got-
shit. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah. He's like, chew on. He's like, these are illegal in California.
What's so good about them?
I guess they keep you up, or what is it?
It's like caffeine tobacco.
Yeah, there you go.
caffeine
like
tobacco.
Have you tried them?
Nah, I see my cousins and them be taking them and shit.
I
You
saw
want-
them
you wanna
gums.
start doing them?
You see them gums that they have too that they be advertising.
For
They're
real?
little pouches. You just
Like
put them in
nicotine
there.
gums?
It's pretty
Yeah,
tight.
it's like a
You want
nicotine
to start
pack.
doing them?
Get some. Not some.
Yeah, they make me want to try them.
Fuck
Yeah,
it.
because they're mint. They're like minty. They got a minty flavor. So you know,
The
You can be at school like,
advertisement. The advertising works apparently.
Yeah, got me. Got my ass.
Well,
I want
that
to
big
sponsor
ass
the
song.
fuck out of them the whole time.
No.
I be geeked up like,
We need you guys to sponsor a couple episodes.
hey, it'd be like,
Zen sends us a letter.
hey, we'll get a whole bunch of methods in here and be like, it's Zen gum. And they're gonna be like, fuck. They're gonna
Hey,
be
we're
like, you
geeks.
mean
We're up to 5 pouches a day. We have to split them because we're so fiend up.
man, shit, I wish there
That's
was some
fucked
shit
up.
like that.
What?
No, I think fucking man, that's another thing too. They said that the food does is that's like fucking it gives you anxiety and the fucking hyperactivity. So I was like, man, I really hope that they do change that shit. I just want to see what they do. It's a lot of fucking shit to see
Yeah.
because they got a crazy ass team. Like Elon Musk is supposed to be in the team. Fucking Vivek Ramaswamy, fucking RFK, Tulsi Gabbard.
He just got that lady. What was her name? I forgot her name.
Susie
The
something.
first.
But she's stuck with them like fucking the whole time. I think both
Yeah, she
campaigns.
She looks like a madam, like a mob.
Right,
Are
like
you
a
Are
mob
you
boss.
talking about that one lady
She's
that
like
was
the
like,
real deal.
change the page? Did you see
He
that
tried
one
to
with
call
the
her
old man?
after he
Shit
won
was
the fucking election. He tried to call her. She was like, and then she had like a dude that worked for her to speak instead. And he was like,
Yeah,
my boss
fun.
is like the greatest boss. And she's just like, all right. And he walked off. She's like, no. She's like, I don't want to talk. I was like, damn, she's really running the show. She's really the first female fucking president.
That should be crazy.
No, but I don't know. Like they do got a crazy team. That's why I just
She's like, I'm gonna show you how to win this election this year.
right.
this time.
Hey, you seen she look like she's from like Great Britain or something. She looked like she drink tea and shit. The way she had a
Yeah.
fucking big old sweater on and shit, and the earrings and the short hair. Remind me of the someone off of Harry Potter or something. I said she looked like someone's grandma.
Yeah, I think she's the one that really running shit.
Well, yeah,
Behind
because
the
she's
scenes?
the campaign manager. So
Yeah.
fucking any ads they're making, I'm sure it was all her.
Yeah,
Any fucking
Everything went
publicity,
through her.
that's what's
That's
up.
some gangster
OG
shit.
ass shit right there.
Yeah.
She looks like a gangster.
Comb over.
I'm gonna have to see what she looks like. Y'all act like she needs her own movie. And
Most of
shit. Look it up.
Susan,
My
Is that a
phone's
blonde?
over there. Go get my phone. No, look it up
Susan
before you be on.
something.
Susan B. Anthony.
Just type in Susie
Nah,
something. It'll pop
but
up.
yeah, I fuck with JD though for real. Like listening to him
Oh,
even
yeah.
on Joe Rogan, I was like, man, that motherfucker. I mean,
You know what I
feel
can
like?
see is-
You know, you could just hang out with this motherfucker. Like, man, this was cool as fuck.
I could see
Saradon?
I could see Vivek Ramaswamy and JD Vance running together like president.
Bro,
vice president.
I'd fucking for real. That
Cause
fool
it's
is
like
true.
a young
and he's a vet, bro. Like that shit was some G shit. I was like,
that-
bro, like that's what's
he's-
up.
He was
Like,
real relatable too, cause he's like
Wow.
my mom was on opioids and stuff.
wow,
He's like,
yeah.
she's like, I love you, mom. I know you're probably watching this. He's like, but
Oh,
yeah,
she
he's
don't
like,
really look gangster.
he's like, she was addicted to stuff,
She
and I was
like
like,
Princess Diana wannabe.
he was a like a regular person. Like he wasn't born rich. Like he
Yeah.
he
I'm
really
like to
worked
watch
his
him
way
in
up through
Death Penalty.
politics.
yeah, man, that's what's up. Yeah, I really fuck with him, man. Like, and just listening to him talk, I'm like, damn, this will.
A real motherfucker from Ohio,
hey, bro. That
real getting
motherfucker
shit
real.
done, motherfucker from Ohio.
He
Yeah,
be
that's how
talking.
they
He be
be.
talking his shit, bro.
Hey,
He be
that's how
talking,
they
he be talking
be.
his shit. So I'm like, oh,
Nah,
all
you
right,
know
all
what?
right, yeah.
But the
Shut
reason
up,
he
nigga,
was
you
better
from
than
there.
yeah, you ain't even from there, weak ass.
Why
boy.
don't y'all kiss my ass?
He said P-Tone. He said put a motherfucking salami sandwich up his ass.
He's like, it's pastrami.
Yeah,
Hey, they got that at Jersey Mike's. I'm about to get
Told
one.
you.
they got pastrami, salami, all that shit. Now fucking what the fuck was I gonna say?
Probably some horny ass shit.
No, because he's not like Trump. JD Vance wasn't like Trump. He don't be getting fucking
Yeah.
Because Trump, I don't know. Whenever people get under his skin, you could tell. But JD Vance,
He been studying Trump, huh?
no, JD Vance can fucking like really out talk a motherfucker. Like
Yeah,
he'll go on
hey.
CNN and like dominate some shit. I was like, damn. He was like, now the question. He said, you're asking me. He said, I'm answering. He said, you keep on asking me about old stuff. He's like, and now he's like, what I'm telling you. He's like, we're gonna talk about a guy that's pissed because he got fired. He's like, that's what you want to talk about? He's like, ask me some real questions about like the economy. He's like, the inflation right now. And I was like, that's the type of person that they needed.
He's
I was
like, I like this guy.
I was-
Shit talking motherfucker
No, that
that says
motherfucker-
on business though.
Yeah.
no, he puts
he does.
motherfuckers in their place like
They
because
try to make him out to be a fool.
Exactly.
And he like you said, I love that shit. Like you thought I was.
and you're going on the ops fucking network like you're.
I didn't come here for the bullshit.
That
definitely
fool
going
Trump
against
was
you.
like, yeah, I told him you got to go to one of our enemies, and he's like, which one? That fool was ready to go
He's like,
talk
I'll
to
do
him.
anything
He's
for
like,
you.
which one?
Hey, like they're
He's
in a gang, like he's like a
yeah,
shooter.
bro.
He's like, which one I
He's
gotta
like,
go to?
He's like, which one you want me to do?
Hey, yeah, that fool do be going hard though.
Nah, but they for
No
real,
Diddy.
like I think now that I don't know, young people need to learn more about politics because, like, so shit like this don't happen again because that was some shit. Like this motherfucker, all he could do is just
I mean,
don't even know what the fuck going on. Facebook says
this motherfucker, like, I like Trump's nose, man. I saw his nose on there, man. I was like, you a real motherfucker.
This is policy. But if you don't know the
I
policy,
mean, yeah, you just gotta look into. I mean,
The fuck
shit.
you telling me for?
But bro,
what you
no,
telling
I'm
me
just.
for? He said I can't feel my ass.
Hey, you don't see the
worried about
cameras? You don't see the cameras?
Yeah, y'all talking
Fuck,
about
bro,
it.
we're talking.
Y'all the ones
Yeah,
sucking
we're
his
talking to
dick.
everybody here. Like, what the fuck?
No,
Yeah.
no,
It's policy.
I'm worried about it though.
This ain't the View, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're not Whoopi. You ain't gonna cry on here. He's
He
like,
was crying about my laugh.
You voted for Harris. It's all right, bro.
yeah,
It's
bro.
all right.
I say,
Yeah,
white
still
guy,
fuck with you.
hey,
Shit.
white men vote for fucking Harris.
So I didn't vote. So that's
Hey,
why I'm
that
not like that.
Hey,
What's Sandler's shirt?
hey,
Let me see.
hey, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna fucking edit it in there. oh, fuck. No, but that was the weakest fucking
Laughing
commercial
at
I've ever
yourself.
seen. They were like fucking. They're like, I voted for Harris. They're like, my mama didn't raise me like that.
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Yeah, I was like, man, this got to be like a fucking parody commercial.
The whole thing was comedic.
That shit was real. That shit was a real commercial. Though I was like, man, ain't no motherfucking way. I said I'd never vote for that shit. There was probably one black guy on there. He probably looked tough.
Yeah, I didn't
Man,
vote at all.
hey, I think
Y'all was
she would have
looking
got
at
my
dicks.
vote. All she had to say was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get rid of child support." Hey, bro, I swear everybody would
Hey,
have
they're
voted
like,
for
give me
her.
consent. They're like, give me consent to accept it or not.
Hell, for real. Hey, be like, "Hey, I'm gonna get rid of child support, and y'all good." She would have had all the men, bro. Oh god.
She would have had me in her pocket.
Yeah,
I'd have been
I
donating.
swear.
I'd have said,
I
you know
would,
what?
man.
I said, I'm gonna start.
That's all it takes, huh?
Hey, I said, I'm gonna stop sending my child support
Yeah,
right
pretty
now.
much. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, they're like, fuck it. Fuck the country.
No,
That's all
I'm
she
just saying,
take.
like, if she wanted to make it a good, you know what I mean?
He's, I'm looking out for
'Cause
myself.
yeah, everybody lying. Everybody lying, bro. You know what I'm saying? They talking shit so they can get in office. But okay, you're gonna talk shit. Talk some shit. Like, you know what I mean? It
Take
ain't
the
gonna
child
happen.
support away. Fuck it.
Yeah, because you would have votes.
No, I think
Yeah, that probably
that's
would've
what
got
they
a
were
lot of
banking
people,
on
though.
though. They were banking on females coming out and voting because that's all they really
that's
brought
why I
up was
had Megan
abortion.
Thee Stallion.
Yeah, they're like,
Sucking her ass.
bro, I'm fucking X. There's like, this motherfucker is posting some crazy shit. I must have found like a fucking like a parody account or something, but it was supposed to be like a pastor. And he was like, oh gosh, and he be posting like lynchings and everything. He's like, if Megan Thee Stallion would have shook her ass a little bit more, we would have won the fucking election.
Damn.
And it's like a black dude in the suit, and I'm like, I keep on reading. I'm like, man, this motherfucker, I can't tell if he's being serious or if he's saying people are racist, but he's really just fucking like laughing.
She had Glorilla out there too.
Trying to
Bro,
win
I
the
thought
young
I seen
people.
Josh up in the front row. Hey, look at her. Hey, but it sucked because she had to
Yeah, you
like
caught yourself. I heard that.
she had to like beep out
He tried to
like
play it out.
everything in her song. She had to like
But
bleep
they're
out.
trying to get the young vote, bro, and that shit was just.
nah, but they didn't do it the right way.
got you.
They should have did podcasts.
That was too much. though.
Hey, not female
I'm an
ones
elder
either.
now.
She should have did Joe Rogan's podcast. Then
That
she
would've
would
been
have
the
at
best
least
thing.
been able to fucking
She could have laughed her ass off.
bro.
Then her not saying
Like,
the.
she should've did that.
Talk to her.
Actions like that is why she lost a lot of votes. So, like I said,
She didn't even have the
Joe
integrity to talk
Rogan,
to her people.
Joe Rogan was literally still being open minded and wanted to hear what she had to say and her to prove herself. And I mean, she
I really
did
think,
it, so.
bro, like if I was a Democrat too, and like you're supposed to be like the Democrat candidate, and you're not gonna come talk to me, like, and fucking Trump is like asking to get on, and he said he's turned down Trump more than once.
But they didn't get on because they wanted certain questions to ask, and that was it. And,
Yeah.
and Joe Rogan was like, "No, this
And
is
a
what
certain
yeah,
we're
they're
going
trying,
to talk
they're
about.
trying to control the
We're going to
narrative.
be open." Yeah,
Yeah, he said we ain't even got to talk about fucking none of the policies. Like he said, we could
Yeah.
talk about some bullshit if you want, but I just want to know who you are as a person
she
because
would just slip up and say some shit. That's why they're like, no, we can't do that, Kamala. 'Cause
right.
You don't, you know.
He's like he's gonna
she
get
probably
you to
don't-
laughing. And
Exactly.
You're gonna say some shit.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, oh yeah,
I did that one time.
She's gonna say, so you had
Like, so
unprotected
you and
sex with
Montel
Montel Williams.
huh?
They're gonna say, but you're pushing
You a
abortion,
She'd be
huh?
like, what?
They're say you whore. That's what would have happened. But no, I don't know. That's just crazy though, because they went through all the clips of fucking Joe Rogan and all the shit. He was like, man, he's like, you gotta watch a guy like Trump. He's like, someone like him that throws tantrums. He's like, you're giving him all this power, and like he just talks so much shit. And it's crazy because I didn't think he was gonna support him though. Like that's just tripped me out. Like at the end, and he was like, "Vote." He said, "I endorsed Donald Trump." Now I was like, "What the
I think
fuck?"
that was after he knew she wasn't gonna go on the show.
Yeah.
It was
He
like the
probably
day
like,
before
oh,
the,
it was
the day before the election, bro.
Oh, was it? Oh,
it was
shit.
he did last minute.
Yeah, because he already knew in the last week that she wasn't gonna come. So, but it was just like fucking. I think
pissed
Elon
him
Musk is the one
They
that
probably
fucking
just told her to
convinced him.
probably would like ruin her campaign. Like,
It would have ruined it, but it
last
could have
minute.
helped her. You don't know.
Yeah, I think they just
it
didn't want to
coulda
risk
helped
it.
her.
I feel like it hurt more that she didn't go talk or do any
Yeah,
interviews. Not
like at least you would have went and you would have,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, tried.
that's
like,
what everyone says. The best one was on Fox. Like she kind of got grilled a little bit, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel like it was nothing like that. Like he said, she needs to call back another time. Hey, I said I told her.
And then you snitched
I'm
on her
recording.
earlier too. Hey,
I said I told her I'm recording.
he's like, son, I was just seeing if you were still coming for
I
dinner.
said no, I'm not hungry.
You're like, Mom!
No, I'm not
Like how
hungry,
you be
Mom.
saying about Bobby.
No, but that's it. People just need to come together. You know,
It is crazy like that. Everybody supposedly wants the same thing and everybody's going against each other.
I don't know if everybody wants the same
You
thing.
don't think so?
Nah.
Like peace, the American dream.
There's
No,
that
it's just
division.
shit, but it's
A
like
lot of
moral
division.
shit. It's like your morals, basically,
Yeah.
is like what it comes down to. Is people's point of view and their morals. But everybody generally wants the same shit.
They all claim to have good morals, so it's crazy that people just can't.
But it's just,
Scissors.
yeah.
I mean, shit, if you want to say it.
fuck.
Hey, they're like,
What
where,
was it
they're
gonna
like,
say?
where just the regular lesbians at? Hey, no, I'd be like, remember that shit used to be like cool, like in movies back then. They're like cool. They're like two girls are kissing.
Two girls, one fucking cuss.
And they look like two dudes. You're like, what the
They said
fuck?
that's where it fucking went left.
You're like,
Two
they got
girls, one
fucking
cuss.
beards now.
Studs and shit.
Hell yeah, the fucking
Nah,
beards.
shout out to all the studs.
I
though.
remember that.
What I
He's like, I
do.
remember my first strapping.
Hey, you know what?
We don't get pegged like
Hey,
you, though.
and what did the studs say? For real, because I'd never heard them call themselves trans or nothing. I don't think I've ever heard them
I
call.
don't know.
Like, what do you
Are
say?
they- Are
It's
they
studs.
part of the studs? Yeah.
They're like, I'm still a
That,
female.
that classifies as
They're
stuff.
Alpha females.
Yeah.
Alpha
morph-
females, because they fucking them down.
They're morphing.
Yeah.
But see, I could deal with some shit like that. Like,
You can handle that.
I can handle that.
You handle
Because they still like young and
Was
made.
it like this?
Hey, yeah,
was it like-
bro, that guy that fucking be fucking with the studs. I see that video.
Yeah. I'm gonna get this
Hey, they kick
motherfucker out
him
of
out
my
of restaurants
face.
and shit.
Hey, it's fucking funny. Like that's all his whole fucking comedy's like about studs.
One of them fools with us, he's like, "Oh, you cute, you cute." And she's like, "Who you talking to?" And he's like, "You." He's like,
They're like, "I ain't
"What the-"
gay."
Yeah.
Hey, like Kodak Black though with fucking young and May.
Wasn't her ass pregnant or some shit?
I don't know. Is she?
I thought she. Well, she was. I thought she was.
But they made so many rumors about her, bro.
Hell yeah.
She was sick though at one time.
Yeah, she was. They tried to say she was
pregnancy
on
sickness?
drugs. That's what's fucked up.
Yeah.
She was really like dying or something, like
Yeah.
something bad.
Oh.
Because remember, she lost weight and everything. They were like, yeah.
What happened?
She got really sick. I
know.
can't
She got
remember what it
really
was.
sick.
But
She
they were
lost a
accusing
lot
her
of
of being
weight.
on drugs and shit, but it was like a bad
She
illness.
lost a lot of weight.
He was even handing out
Them
money and they were talking
drugs
shit
do
about
it.
her.
Everybody says it about Kodak Black, but he got shot though.
He's like,
Hey.
"Oh, you gonna?" He's like, "What?"
If I had the prescription for it, I said shit. And what?
Like the next day, he was reading like messages that people were seeing him, like trying to check on him. He was like, "I don't fuck with you, block." And then he would read another message, block people, everyone that was checking on him,
Yeah.
like trying.
Then he
was
can go
like,
back and unblock him later.
yeah, like you ain't my friend, block. Like
You ain't my friend.
He's like, they're like, I just want to make sure you're okay. Like, I don't know you, block. And man, that fool was just tripping.
He's just eliminating everybody around him too, like, because he just don't give a fuck no more.
So he got that
I
don't
don't
give a
know,
fuck.
man, you know. That's just wild though. You gotta have people around you.
He
that's
was
gonna
over
hold
there
you
throwing
accountable.
chips on the ground.
Fuck yeah.
Nah, it's just fucking coming from shit. I think you just get whenever you get too much money too fast and you come from shit. You just I don't think, especially at a young
Yeah,
age
he-
like that,
he
your
was
mind,
just-
yeah, you can't process that shit. And then you got all these people around you, and then fucking going to prison makes it worse. I think like they're saying he got like beat on and shit in there, like while
Oh,
he was
yeah.
in the feds, like they were fucking him up. So
Nah, they
I could just
did.
imagine how much they fucked him because
Yeah.
it felt like it was worse once he got out from the feds. Like when he got pardoned,
Especially with him being Haitian in there, you know what I'm saying?
I think he already liked the meth. He has already
Yeah.
talking
Well,
about
they be
that
talking
before.
about Florida Flocka and shit down there. I don't know.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
he
what
got
the
money to buy drugs in there. So
Bro,
shit,
that's the
yeah,
video I
he
was
probably
talking about
whatever
with
they
Johnny
got.
Dang though. He's like call the meth dealer. He was like something, and Johnny Dang's like,
Speaking
"Dude."
of being Haitian, man, you know Haiti's. Y'all know the history about Haiti, man. They've had it pretty fucked up.
Hell yeah.
The way
They had to get out of
everything-
debt with France and shit, even
Yeah.
after they took the country back and everything.
Yeah, you know how if it wasn't for Haiti, America wouldn't be as big as it is because that's where the Louisiana Purchase came from.
Yeah.
And so when they
Uh-oh.
yeah
That's wrong.
no when they
Let's go here.
When
Fact
they
check.
attack-
Napoleon.
Fact check.
Yeah, when
Napoleon
they-
sold the Louisiana
Exactly.
Purchase
You about to tell your
yes,
ass.
because he needed to
after-
fund the wars.
after the war from Haiti. Yes,
During.
sir. No, after
He was conquering.
right after.
He's like, all right,
they just
I'll
had
let
won
it
the
slide.
war. They just had won the war, and from all the expenses that war cost them and the other wars in Europe at that moment, he had to sell that land that they owned on this side to America.
They said the Rothschilds were backing him, and they said he was like, fuck y'all, because he started seeing what they were doing to him, that they were controlling him. But this is like it's not no concrete story, but they said that's why he decided to do the Louisiana Purchase, because they said at first he was getting money from the Rothschilds, and they were just funding him to go conquer all these people for them to get what they wanted. And then finally he was like, man, like, fuck y'all. He's like, I'm the one fighting all these wars. Like, this is me. And he's like, fuck them, cut them off. And then was like, boom, sell that. And then we're fucking going to go fight some more wars.
Yeah.
But then I think they got their ass whooped by Russia.
Yeah, they had got their ass whooped by Haiti, and they retrieved and lost that war. And then right after that, that's when they sold that land. That's why people make rumors that, you know, was actually the United States not even owned by us. It's owned by Great Britain and everything.
Yeah,
Man, that's some other shit I started looking into is like the Rothschilds.
I think it was sold for
Go back.
$15 million. They bought Louisiana Purchase $15 million back then.
Damn.
Yo, they said that fucking got to be crazy money now. It got to be like in the billions.
Yeah.
Fucking no, but they were saying that the Rothschilds fucking had so much money in bonds that they fucking went that some banker pissed them off in London, was like, we're the Rothschilds. They're like, motherfucker, you're gonna write me a check, like you're gonna give me my fucking money, like, or give me whatever money I want, and he wouldn't give it to him. Well, so these motherfuckers started like wanting all their money back, because when you buy a bond, they owe you money. The government owes you money. So they're like, man, fuck that. Boom, 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 boom. They said the bank was starting to collapse, and they're like, all right. And they said fucking like, from now on, we don't give a fuck if it's a Rothschild, if it's on a fucking napkin. They're like fucking giving their fucking money. But it's crazy. Their story is like, they're from Germany, and then the fucking dad sent them to fucking different countries, like all the big banking countries. They all had someone, and it's like J.P. Morgan is here in the U.S. Like, that's our fucking people that ran the banks.
They're all related and shit. So they were
No,
like, hey,
they're competing. Like J.P. Morgan and the Rothschilds like competed, but it's like the Rothschilds had like Europe on lock.
yeah,
Like, they had all the governments like in their fucking pocket pretty much, because they owned so much of their fucking debt that they would collapse if they took their money out, all of them. And that's how they became big. It's shit like that is just crazy. But that's I don't know why my algorithm on YouTube just started getting some shit like that. It started getting like all about the Rothschilds and stuff.
yeah, man, they got some fucking crazy shit. Those
Like
motherfuckers.
my YouTube.
They said they secretly fucking run here, conspiracy wise. Looking at,
No, it's
Oil
just, yeah,
shit,
but banking.
oil shit,
I
all
mean,
that.
bacon in general. You know what I'm saying? That shit, kind of like a scam, bro. Like, yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know. They're talking about like the fucking reserve. They're like, get rid of the reserve and shit. They were saying that they're fucking up the country, because they're mad because Jerome Powell was like, they asked him a question. They're like, well, if Donald Trump fired you, would you step down? He was like, no,
He's
he
like,
can't fire
hell
me,
no.
because they can't. You gotta be fucking up at your job to get fired. Like, that job is like strictly not political.
Yeah,
But they like spun the story and was like, well, who does check them and who says what they can and can't do? But I don't know, it's some crazy shit. I hope they don't go fucking with that, with the reserve.
plot thickens.
Our money's fucked anyway.
Or fuck, bro. Nah.
It is strange. I wonder how this year's gonna play out. Well, next year.
Next year, yeah, you'll see. Next
Everybody
year.
will have fucking Bitcoin.
Man, yeah, that shit went up like a motherfucker.
Yo,
They say it's still planning to go up.
it's like it went to like 74,000 after the
I
election.
feel like the more people get scared of like currency, they're gonna go that route.
Well, I think Donald Trump's pushing it too, to fucking get it in the financial institutions. That's what he's pushing for, because they'd held it out for a while.
They're like, they're
I mean,
gonna use
El-
it anyway. Let's tax the
El
shit.
Salvador already
Yeah,
uses
man, 'cause-
Bitcoin too.
Well,
They're
the
deep
United
in it.
States,
ATM.
they recognize Bitcoin though, because
Yeah.
the United States is like one of the, like the fifth like highest holder. They said it's the creator has the most. Then it's Binance. Fucking who else? It's like the U.S. government's up there though. So BlackRock, Grayscale, and then the U.S. government is after that, I think. But
This is wild how it became a thing. Like who discovered it, and made it. And
They
then
don't know.
They
They
just
still
started
don't know.
trading it.
no, there's a guy was something. I forgot what the fuck.
Fucking
is-
AI computer and shit. So they
God
gotta
damn,
make
now I
this
gotta
shit.
look.
Yeah, but this been around for a long time, and it's just
Wow.
people were using it to like on the black web to buy shit, and it was
Mm-hmm.
and who like was like, you know what, we're gonna make this work.
Satoshi Nakamoto, that's the person, but nobody knows who it is. It said it's like a pseudonym. It's not even
Yeah,
a
he
real
sound
name.
like-
Oh,
to make
it's
a
not
Honda.
real, it's just a fucking fake name.
Yeah, but they're the highest fucking like holder of fucking Bitcoin. And then, like I said, there's Binance, BlackRock, and then Grayscale. But BlackRock's a big ass fucking investment company
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, it's part of all the high ups, the elites that really came out and used it to fund their monies. You know what I'm saying?
That's what everybody
each other.
says. Like
Watch that shit.
they're like some fucking big finance guy. He's like, well, yeah. He's like, the fucking what's his name's gonna show himself. Satoshi's gonna show himself and fucking just take everything, and then all you motherfuckers are gonna be left with nothing. And I was like, shit, I don't know. I was like, fuck it, I trusted enough. There's a shitload of money in there. I was like,
Man, he's probably getting enough money and shit.
yeah. So
You know
that's
what I'm
our.
saying? So he's
You could just
Probably
you could
made
just
up
peel,
person
and you could just
spending
peel
though.
it if you had
Yeah.
control of it, just peel it a little bit with all the money that's in it, and you still be straight and still have
I
people
mean,
putting in it.
shit.
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, hell. I mean, he could probably. Well, I don't know. They say you can't get into any account unless you have the password.
No, you do. Yeah, you have to have.
You
a
have to
password.
have the password.
You can
but
have fucking
what
like
about
keys
admin?
here.
What if he's
No.
the admin, so even he
Oh,
can't
yeah.
get in?
And what if they make him like open it up or like whatever controls he has, and then his kill
Well, but
his ass?
I don't think he can though.
Nobody
I
knows
didn't
who he
know
is,
if that
though.
was
Yeah.
So
But if
they-
he's just a made up name, like the
because
person
he
that
ain't
made
gonna,
it is already
he ain't
dead,
gonna give his real name. Fuck that.
like he died and the
Yeah,
shit's
because-
just growing by itself.
Well, it got to be mined for like with computers. So computers
Yeah.
have to go like 000000123 4.
That's crazy how the mining
just
works.
to find
like,
it, and then they strike. So it's like the number gets bigger, like it's supposed to
Yeah.
like half or something. And so it's gonna get even harder to find Bitcoin. So you're gonna have to have more process. Like we don't even mine for Bitcoin in the U.S. because they say like the energy shit, like the
I know
fucking
there'd be people that have like labs with a bunch of
yeah,
like,
just nothing
Yeah.
fucking but just all computers just working, just mining
yeah.
all fucking day.
you,
but
you know they have one in
they got one in
Granbury.
they got one here.
Yeah,
the
Clay
Pattersons have
County.
one.
They
Yeah,
have
yeah,
one in
over
Clay
here.
County, but they have one in Granbury, and there's people making big complaints to the city because like people were getting
Drawing power?
headaches.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for
No,
real?
like headaches and like the noise, the humming, like from
From the computers.
from the computers
And
and,
fans and
like
shit
the
going all
fans,
day?
yeah, keeping them cool, like loud and like throughout the night and shit.
Man, I wonder how big the place is.
It's huge. The way it looked huge, but
Big
yeah,
ass
they said that they
warehouse.
were getting headaches and getting sick and all that.
Man, but they're full of shit, man. Because they say them, what is it, like the phone lines? All the places where all the fucking phones connect, they said it's fucking the same thing because they got all these fucking networks running that connect all the phones, so they got to keep it cool all the time.
Yeah.
And the same
That's
shit.
so crazy, like how all that shit works and like the cloud servers and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
You
shit
know what I
is-
mean?
Yeah, because
Like-
my teacher was telling me like he was part of the deal, like on a board where they were voting if you could like what is it called when they port your number over. Like say if you had a landline, they port it over to a cell phone number. But they said back in the day you used to just have to buy a whole new phone.
Yeah.
You'd never be able to keep your number. But he said he capitalized on this shit. He said he got rich off that too.
Yeah, because think about all the people that finally switched over that didn't want to have to put new numbers in for all their bills or whatever.
Man, that's another thing too. I'm just like tripped out about the future. I'm like, man, what if I don't know, like people start having the self-driving cars like crazy and shit too. Like,
They're like, look at me.
hey,
That's what I'm saying. With Elon Musk being in the position he's in, I mean, I think he's going to push the technology
Oh
to
yeah,
another.
and he can implement it now too. Cause
He's going to push for us as far as for us. He's going to push it to another limit.
man, I feel like that dude's like a genuine dude too. They said he like
Yeah.
literally didn't talk to Bill Gates because he was like, you shorted Tesla like to make money. He was like, he said, I thought you're for like the green energy and stuff. And he's like why would you do that? He's like, to make money. And he said he never talked to Bill Gates ever again after that. Like he was like pissed off. And I was like, damn. So that means like even the X thing, like even taking a loss on it just for the censorship stuff, your First Amendment. I'm just like, shit, I believe he's a genuine dude and shit. That'll be cool. Like I want to see like what he does.
Yeah, because a lot of other
Like,
countries
he's
are already
to it.
advanced, like in robot terms,
Yeah,
and like in a
exactly,
lot
like-
of other shit. So he's gonna, I guess, help America. You know what I'm saying? Get
Right.
advanced like those other countries too. That are
probably revitalized. Because I know they were doing it in like cities like Pittsburgh and stuff,
Yeah.
where they're making it like a technology wave. They're upgrading, revitalizing cities like that were dying down. Like Detroit's about to
Yeah,
be like that
he's-
too.
good and bad.
There's going to be
yeah.
other cities that are going to be a
Trying to
major
revamp
focal
them.
point of AI as far as you know. 'Cause you know how all these there's certain states or capitals of states that will have is like the big on art or big on
Yeah.
on doing others things around the city. Well, there's going to be a place where it's going to be big on AI.
L.A. for sure. That's gonna be.
Or yeah,
one
but
of
like
them.
you're talking about like a city that's based on like you go there and they're like, man,
Like
we
you
went to
have
the
a little-
auto city.
Yeah, like you have a little area, a
Like,
little
they got their
town
McDonald's
part where everything is AI.
And it's like people
The
go there
little
as
fucking
tourists
AI
and shit.
I say rub my feet.
Look, babe, it's wiping my ass.
Hey, right. You know, they got the
just like-
bidets.
just like
Hey, and it
nowadays.
goes like this. It goes,
Just like
Look,
nowadays,
I'll
you go
tickle
to
you.
I said, did it tickle my balls?
you go
Did it
check
tickle
out at
you?
a store and you just place it down on the thing and it scans it. There no
Well,
one scans
Amazon
or
stores
nothing.
and stuff where you just walk
Yeah,
out.
Amazon stores.
You just
like
put
that.
you just put like it's just a flat surface just like this. You just put it on the counter.
But they got it to where you can
and
walk
then it
in.
pops up on the computer screen and what it is.
Everything
and
you
how much
grab
it
is accounted for, and you walk out, and it's just.
They said
it reads it.
Amazon's already buying up like rights to airspace and shit for drones to start delivering with drones. Like say like if
They've
you
been
need,
talking about that
you're
for
like
a
I need
while,
a
too.
drill.
Be on.
Like they're like boom,
You know,
it's like a
Domino's
library.
Pizza
Goes
gonna have
gets the
that
drill,
shit.
picks it, brings it to you,
Yeah.
use it for the little bit you need it, send it back. It's just
Damn.
crazy, bro. Like
Yeah, they about to fucking.
Hey, Snap-on gonna be on
He's
that
about
bitch.
to kill it even more. Fuck.
yeah,
I bet Domino's one of the first people.
That's Elon Musk's new shit right there. Right?
Domino's have them commercials of
pizza right there. They're like,
They're
oh,
like, no
fuck.
pepperoni, my bad. They got the trash can right there.
No, see, look, they need to teach AI to be a fucking teacher. That's what they need. So that what we
They
get.
probably will. They'll probably be like, all right, you just gotta pay for the upgrade. You
Right.
know?
They'll be like,
They'll
what do you want to
download
learn?
it.
It's
What
like, I don't
tier?
gotta upgrade myself.
It downloads everything into its fucking. I mean, that's the way they're gonna make money.
Man,
you know
and
what
they
I'm
got that
saying?
fucking
It's
chip too for the fucking people. They put it in someone's head. They already
Yeah,
tested. Yeah. Neuralink.
Uh,
Imagine if you had a
They're
fucking
like, hold
hard
on, I'm
drive
typing.
and you could just become smarter just by fucking uploading to your hard drive. And
I'd be
like,
pissed. I'd be like, bitch,
Yeah.
you ain't even got a real brain.
I'm like, man,
Well,
I'm
I mean,
French now.
it can. I mean,
That'd be some
it probably
shit.
Till you
it
get
probably
wet.
would though, bro. Because if they can help people walk and people
Yeah,
do
that
certain
is
shit,
wild.
they
Imagine a
can't move.
motherfucker you seen in a wheelchair
Like-
their whole life and they
They're
fucking
like,
had
what's
a
up,
Neuralink.
can
bitch?
walk,
Wanna
bro.
race?
Hey, they're like, bitch, I want to fight now.
Remember that time you was bullying me at school?
And they roundhouse the shit out of you.
Now that the guy that tested it, he went on a podcast or something and said it was like crazy. Like he was
Wait till he gets
controlling the
around some
mouse,
fucking-
like just by thinking about it. And I'm like, man, that's some crazy shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, like he said it something.
You don't think that shit'll burn your head though, like going by the wrong
That's
thing?
what I. That's
Well, no, I think
We
when they
don't
gotta
know.
repair it though, they gotta fucking like go in there and like
They're like, God damn, this might kill you.
they're like,
This might kill you a
they're
bit,
like,
but
don't
it's
move.
fast.
we got to see the long-term effects, though, man. That's what it's.
You got to be a bold motherfucker to be the.
Well, I mean, if you're like that,
Guinea
like
pig.
paralyzed and stuff,
Yeah.
and they're saying it can help, hell yeah, you're gonna
But
try.
you know what?
Hell yeah, I'm
Y'all
gonna
hear
try
that?
it.
He'll be next guinea pig.
hey,
If I was
instead of them
paralyzed, motherfuckers,
instead
I
of them
was like,
we
suicide
can make that
chambers,
happen.
they were like, do you want the Neuralink? They're like, you want the Neuralink or the suicide chamber? They're like, which one?
I was like,
Suicide
fuck,
chamber,
let me see both of them.
They were talking about some fucking girl did the suicide chamber and they found her with strangulation marks or
What?
something.
You're laughing, bro.
Yeah.
So somebody strangled her.
Nah, what is this?
They were like,
It was
man,
an American lady. They
It's
found her
real?
in Switzerland.
yeah, they were like, what if someone they got a fucking guy and he comes out
Hey,
just
That, but
to kill
that's
yourself.
kind of sick because.
Like if you want to kill yourself, you can kill yourself.
But they're supposed. I thought it's
What's
supposed to be
assisted
humane.
suicide? Yeah, it is.
But you said they found him with stuff. So
yeah,
it's
with
like, what if it's
strangulation.
like-
Yeah.
They're like, what if they threw her in there? That's what they're saying.
And they're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna assist you.
Hey, right, and he's in there in the pod waiting. He's like, all right.
It's funny when you put it like that, but it's kind of
They're like,
No,
that's
it's not.
old school.
yeah,
It's
that's
not
some morbid
funny.
ass shit.
It's not funny.
Yeah, that
No,
shit
You were
might be
laughing,
fucked
bro.
up, man.
Your cousins are laughing. It's sick.
They're like,
Nah, bro.
It's not funny.
they're like, if he unalived her, if there was a guy.
Hey, number 10.
They're like, number.
They found her with strangulation on her neck. Number 8, Wichita Falls, Texas.
That'd be fucked.
Hell no.
Idiot.
Yeah, that's just too much, man.
They're like in the van down by the
they,
river.
they need to do that
Bobby
shit. Like,
Barboza.
hey, that there's this one guy that he was gonna kill himself, and there he's like, all right, I'm gonna go out one more night. And he goes and he parties and shit. And they're like, yeah, he does a bunch of blow and fucking parties with strippers. And that the next day he's like, fuck, I don't want to kill myself. I was like, so if you ever feel that way, do that shit first,
yeah, or
and
like
then
just try to
think about it.
get out
Yeah,
that dark
that
spot.
was
man.
that was some crazy shit. Now that you said that, they had this guy that said like people jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge before, right?
It lived.
Yeah, and they lived. And they said the
Hell.
fucking first thing they say when they're fucking jumping to kill themselves, like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Like, I don't want to die anymore.
Yeah,
when
There's
they're
a
about
guy
to
that
do
has
it,
a
like,
podcaster that was on when he talked about how bad he regretted it.
Yeah, I bet. Especially if it's cold, man.
A lot of people have lived, or you're gonna be
they said,
paralyzed.
well, they
break your
said
neck.
they said there's no one that survived from it, like this, like survived from trying to commit suicide. Like after they're already doing it, like they want to live. That's what they all
Yeah.
said. Like they wanted
Yeah.
to live after, like they're already doing it. I'm like, damn.
But like you said, the dude did say like once you're midway, like
What
you
you
can't
gonna
go
do?
back.
I gotta go say thank y'all. Say for tuning in. No, I don't share stuff with the mouth. I said that's what like, his motherfucker drink my drink 20 times. Like it was cool.
Oh, here you go, Carlos. It's cool, man.
He said it's okay, but thank y'all. Say
thought-
for tuning in. Appreciate it. So come back
Appreciate it.
again.